gets a little cockeyed with those legs. They're twisted up a little bit, and of course the judges will take a deduction for that.
So we await the score for Dilyana Vodnicharova of Bulgaria. And there have been some very high scores in this next to last rotation. This rotation with North Korea, East Germany, Bulgaria, and Canada. More to come after this. Well, the North Koreans continue to be a story here. The results after the first rotation, East Germany ahead of North Korea, but North Korea doing very well, Bulgaria and Canada.
North Korea has just been amazing in this competition. After the compulsories, they were tied with the East Germans. Doing beautiful work here on the uneven bars. This is really where their best event is.
This is Kim Ok-gun.
Free hip to handstand. Giant full. Tuck double back. Little hop on the landing, but a good opening for the North Koreans here on uneven bars. That's their first routine. And as we mentioned during the men's competition, it's so important to build on that first score. Now they can build to 9 9s and 10s.
They had a 9.925 and a 9.837 and a 9.737 in the compulsory competition.
It's really amazing that since the 87 World Championships, where they were 19th as a team, of course didn't compete in Seoul because of the boycott, their government boycotted those games, they have now moved up this much. That's the most incredible jump I've ever seen by any team. Again, look at their straight body work. And the entire team works bars with this tight, straight body, good line, good technique.
And that is Kim Ok-gun. We still await her score.
While you're looking at these kids, there's been a lot of question raised by many of the people here about their ages. You're supposed to be 15 or turn 15 this year to be eligible to compete. And you look at these kids' faces, I mean, one of them still just lost their front tooth.
9.687, just to interrupt for a moment. Not a bad start for them.
Not a bad start at all. But as I was saying, many of these people say you're 15 years old, and you look at that face, and I'll leave it up to the audience.
Well, of course, Kathy, in the Orient, when you're born, you're already considered 1 year old, so there's an advantage, perhaps.
So, Kim Ok-gun, Ok-gun, I'll get it, has really set the tone with a very fine performance. And now, it is yet another Kim Young-hwa.
Giant full twist. Gosh, a beautiful high flyaway half. Now that is definitely getting your difficulty in the routine and with the amplitude they're looking for. Tuck double back. None of them are sticking their landings. That's something they've got to do if they want to move up in this competition. The East Germans took a 9/10 of a point lead after the first event. And you're not going to catch them back by not sticking your dismount and not doing perfect routines.
So that is Kim Young-hwa. And the 9.687 put up ahead of her, and the best perhaps still to come. She doesn't look too pleased, although it is very hard to really read any expression into the faces of the North Korean team. Very young, very intense.
It's a lot of pressure in this competition. This is the team round, so you've got 5 other girls depending on your routine, not just yourself. Again, good giant work, tuck double back. A little bit better form than the girl preceding her, but still cowboys it a little bit, meaning pulling her legs out to the side.
And 9.7 is the score, and there's the smile for Kim Young-hwa. So they have already set a pretty good tone. 6.87 for Kim Ok-gun, 9.7 for Kim Young-hwa. And we'll be back with more. Monica Kovaci of Canada set to go in the vault here.
Just as a round off layout full twist, a very common vault here at this competition. Just a little problem on the landing, but a good strong vault for them. The Canadians have done very well on vaults. They've gotten a 9.75 and a 9.537. And remember, after the first round, they had slipped behind Bulgaria.
Wang Bo-sil of North Korea has already performed on the bars, and we'll bring you up to date on how they're doing. And here's another look again.
And this was a good vault. I've seen it done better, but here it's a nice, solid vault. Should be a good score for the Canadians.
Second vault upcoming now of Monica Kovaci. Meanwhile, back on the uneven bars, still awaiting the score of Wang Bo-sil. And while we do, Pak Yong-sil will wait her turn. Pak Yong-sil a 9.737 in this event in the compulsories. So obviously a discussion amongst the judges. Now the score 9.587 for Wang Bo-sil. So they continue to do very well in this particular discipline. 9.7, 9.687, 9.587.
If the North Koreans are really going to make a move in trying to win in this round of the competition, it's going to be on this event. They've really got to rack up some points here.
So this is Pak Yong-sil for Kovaci of Canada, 9.762.
Front giant, excuse me. That's a beautiful front giant and the highest. Oh, she just did the highest Jaeger I've ever seen a woman do on uneven bars. And then she had a major break. Had to stop the routine on the low bar. Reverse hecht, 2 major release moves in the same routine. Incredible difficulty. Giant full, tuck double back. Oh, that's too bad, because that's a really good routine. Excellent routine.
But of course, the complete break will cost her dearly. Started to say 9.762 for Kovaci on vault. Trying to keep up with you on scores as best we can. We realize the action is very frenetic.
Look at that Jaeger, so high.
Kathy, she got into trouble here on this transition.
I don't even know exactly what she was trying to do. It was a very unusual connection move from the high bar to the low bar.
Now, of course, the bars are wider than they've ever been. With these girls being so small, these connections are very difficult, aren't they?
That's the hardest part of the routine, not the major release moves. It's going down to the low bar and back up to the high bar.
Tanja Keste on balance beam from East Germany. This is a good event for them normally, is it not?
They're usually pretty solid here. They have a low score of a 9.237 that they're looking to throw out. So they're trying to get higher scores. They have a 9.675, and a 9.662 so far. That handspring layout step out. Fulfilling one of the requirements on beam. It's a gymnastics series and her full turn. And that's her gymnastics acrobatics series. Back handspring into a sisson. All her requirements right here in a row. That's her connection down low to the beam.
Pak Yong-sil of North Korea a moment ago on bars 9.512. Watching Tanja Keste of East Germany on the balance beam.
The East Germans have really slipped in their standings in the last couple of years. Round off double twist.